SpaceX launches Dragon cargo capsule to space station. Hello and welcome back to another video here on the Tech Region channel. SpaceX recently launched its 21st rocket of the year on August 29th, sending a robotic Dragon cargo capsule toward the International Space Station, ISS, before nailing a landing at sea. In this video, we have all the details regarding SpaceX's record flights to the ISS. Stay tuned and watch the video right till the end. So, a two-stage Falcon 9 rocket blasted off from Launch Complex 39A here at NASA's Kennedy Space Center, kicking off the company's 23rd cargo resupply mission to the orbiting lab for NASA. The Dragon is packed with more than 4,800 pounds, 2,200 kilograms of supplies, scientific experiments and hardware, including a new robotic arm that will be tested inside the space station's Bishop airlock. A little less than 8 minutes after liftoff, the Falcon 9's first stage returned to Earth, landing on one of SpaceX's drone ships in the Atlantic Ocean in a smooth touchdown. The massive ship, called a Shortfall of Gravitas, is the newest of 3 drone ships in the company's fleet of recovery vessels that catch falling boosters and return them to port for later reuse. Launch details. There's already another SpaceX vehicle at the orbiting lab, the Crew Dragon Endeavour, which launched on April 23, carrying a crew of 4 astronauts. Weather officials of the Space Force's 45th Weather Squadron predicted iffy weather for the mission's first launch attempt, scheduled for August 28. Unfortunately, poor weather at the launch site prompted a 24-hour delay. Luckily, the forecast improved dramatically overnight, and Falcon 9 was able to get off the ground as expected. The first stage booster featured in the flight, known as B-1061, was a 3-time flyer. The launcher now has 4 missions under its belt after lofting its 3rd Dragon spacecraft. The landing marked the 90th recovery of a Falcon first stage since SpaceX recovered its first booster in 2015. Cargo haul. The newly launched Cargo Dragon is carrying a treasure trove of science investigations to the orbital outpost, including a new robotic arm that will be tested out inside the station's newest airlock. As part of the technology demonstration, the robotic arm will flip switches and push buttons in an attempt to prove it has what it takes to carry out routine astronaut tasks. Also on board are a variety of medical payloads that will help benefit astronauts as well as people on Earth. One such payload, called the Nanofluidic Implant Communication Experiment NICE, will test out a new drug delivery device. The tiny implant could change the way people receive their medication and manage chronic illnesses. Traditional means of drug delivery include bulky pumps, but that could soon change. The device would be implanted in a patient's arm and would deliver drugs at set intervals, thus allowing the patient to go about their lives, the researchers have said. This type of device would be incredibly helpful for patients like those with rheumatoid arthritis and those who need to take medicine at all times of the day. Another experiment, called MISS-15, will look at different materials and how they respond to the space environment. Samples of things like concrete, solar panels, and more will be exposed to the harsh environment of outer space to test out potential materials for new spacecraft and much more. But that's not all. According to Joel Montalbano, ISS program manager for NASA, the crew will also be receiving some special treats in the form of fresh foods and even ice cream. We're sending up a good amount of fruit, Montalbano said during a pre-launch news conference on Friday, August 27. We have lemons, onions, some avocados, some cherry tomatoes, and also some ice cream. That's a big hit with our crew. It's been a busy summer on station, with the arrival and installation of new solar arrays, a new Russian science module, and a Northrop Grumman Cygnus cargo ship. Working with SpaceX and working with our other commercial providers has been just an outstanding partnership that we've established between NASA and the commercial industry, Montalbano said. We are excited to launch this mission and get this incredible science to the station. A new generation of Dragons, the Gumdrop Ship capsule, is the 3rd upgraded Dragon cargo craft to launch to the station after SpaceX retired its previous iteration of Cargo Dragon in 2020. It's also the 3rd to launch on this particular Falcon 9, designed to hold about 20% more cargo The current model is nearly identical to its crew-toting counterpart and is bigger on the inside than its predecessor. The craft can even store powered payloads while on orbit and can stay on station twice as long as the previous cargo Dragons. Another key upgrade is that the cargo ships will now splash down in the Atlantic Ocean versus the Pacific splashdowns of past flights, providing a faster return on science. That means researchers can get their samples and data back faster, in as little as 4 to 9 hours after splashdown, and SpaceX can get the vehicle back more quickly and start performing inspections and maintenance before the Dragon's next flight. Because the newer version of Dragon is better equipped to handle the stresses of a water landing, the teams at SpaceX are able to inspect and refurbish it faster, with less downtime between flights. The Dragon flying today first launched on CRS-21 last year and now has 2 flights under its belt. When it docks with the orbital outpost, there will be 2 previously flown Dragons parked at the same time. SpaceX's Sarah Walker, who leads the company's Dragon program, says that this is the 4th Dragon to launch this year, with at least 1 more expected to launch before the end of 2021. In fact, this will be the 3rd year in a row that at least 4 Dragon spacecraft have launched, Walker said. She also said that at least 1 Dragon spacecraft has been parked at the ISS every day so far this year. With that, we wrap up our video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.